Say hi, little Tex. Hi. Good evening, everybody. I'm Zotek. Hey, start of week 3. Here we are. weBleedFPV.com. Whoop Racing Series, man. Awesome first 2 weeks that just happened recently, and really excited for week 3 right here. Got my little helpers here today for the little intro opening of the series. But how's everybody doing first off? AK, Skittles, OG.
Chilling.
My name is Jeff.
Doing
What's
good,
going on,
man.
guys?
How's everybody?
I'm excited to watch
Good.
this one. It's going to be much different than the previous tracks.
Definitely, man. Definitely. It's going to be awesome. But let's just want to take this quick moment to acknowledge all of our sponsors. And got to watch out for the little man. He's already playing with the mouse. But right now, you guys are aware, and if you don't, and if you're not aware, any proceeds generated from the weBleedFPV.com website, 5% of those generated sales goes right back into the pilot prize purse for this series, and we are sitting at $33.84. That's $3,384. Going to be split up for the top team. So, guys, it's very important that the daily grind kicks in, and you're stepping up for the team because that's a pretty big pot. So, but want to give a big shout out to all of our sponsors real quick. We're going to run down this list. We have Full Send FPV. You could check them out at fullsendfpv.com. We have Newbie Drone. You can find them at newbiedrone.com. We have railpro.us. And we have a sponsor here. His name's Bill's House of Drones.com. We have, of course, Tiny Whoop. Thank you, Jesse Perkins. TinyWhoop.com. Velocidrone.com. FPV Exchange. Real quick, something about FPVExchange.com. If you check them out on Instagram, FPV Exchange, they actually have a giveaway going, I believe, for a Tango too, if I remember correctly. But check them out, fpvexchange.com. Going down this list, we have dronenation.org. Check them out. They're really cool community app for FPV drones. And of course, we have Drone Zone New Jersey. Check them out at Drone Zone New Jersey. NJ.com, that is. And of course, we have Beta FPV. And I just saw that Beta just dropped a brand new brushed beginner's kit. So check out betafpv.com. Seems like a pretty nice little setup they got going there. So just want to give a special shout out to all of our sponsors and thank you guys. Greatly appreciate all the support. Without you, we couldn't have achieved this giant prize purse out there. So thank you guys. And this is all about the community. AK, what's going on with you, brother?
What's up, man? What's up? Busy weekend. Happy to be here. All right. So, yeah, this is week number 3, guys. And as you guys know, we try to jump right into it. So before I talk a little, I am going to say this is last call for Scout. I have all pilots in here. Mine is Scout. So this is going to be the last call for Scout. If Scout does, we're going to give Scout. He got about 2 minutes to get in the room. So before we get things started, I am going to let each team know where they currently are sitting at in placements on overall weekly points. So we currently have Gratuitous Violets in first with 14 overall season points out of a possible 14 points. So if you're first place for the week, you get 7 points. If your team's the last place for the week, you get 1 point, and it goes 1 through 7 and derivatives of 1. So Gratuitous Violets already off to a very strong start, already putting their name on the board out there. Going to look good going into finals, 14 points. Second place, 4 points behind them. We have Decepticyans with 10 points out of a possible 14 points. Also very strong team. And then this is just a chase for those 2, 3, 4 position currently. In the number 3 spot, we have Beep Boop Whoop with 9 overall season points. In the number 4 spot, we have Rabdalorians with 8 overall season points. In the number 5 spot, we have Angle Grinders with 7 overall season points. And then 2 points behind them, we have No Cap All Gas in 6th place with 5 points. And rounding it out is Wild Wild Whoop with 3 points. We'll see how they perform this evening and maybe get themselves higher up in the ranks to lock in some season points and see where they end up after week number 3. This is going to be a bit different from what you guys saw week number 1, week number 2. Still nice large gates to not have too much of a challenge of actually getting through the gates, but maneuvers being much more tight, quicker, technical aspects. We're seeing our first ever 3-high ladder in the season thus far, going all the way up. And then, of course, we have the 4 high, which you do down and then 180 and then down. So we got some fun stuff. We just got Scout into here. We're going to start it off. I am charging batteries. We have a Freedom Spec race after this race, a Night Freedom Spec race. So I am going right after this race to go to the Freedom Spec race. So, but with that being said, gotta make sure the batteries are charged, man. You know, gotta have that juice. So I'm gonna get things going here, though. I have all 7 pilots in here ready to go. Mr. Skittles, obviously, one that's very common to announce the races. So he's gonna start you guys off.
I think only Leviticus is on the wrong color.
Okay, let's see here. We had a wrong color. Thank you for catching that. I appreciate that. I will change you, Leviticus. Don't even worry about it. You are set. I am going to look for objections. You guys know the drill. There's 5 heats back to back to back to back. These are our Tier 5 pilots, then 4. Tier 3 sits out this week. Then we'll have 2, 1, and captains. Any objections from my Tier 5 pilots? Week number 3, starting things off. Good luck, pilots. Here we go.
All right. So like AK said, Tier 3 is out this week, so we're starting with Tier 5. Looks like we got 7 pilots off, so good to go. This is a pretty short track and pretty different than what you've seen us fly so far. The gates are smaller and there's more of them stacked closer together, and there's more like spinning and turning than we've seen in the previous weeks, where we've had some tracks kind of like you might see in DRL or DCL with like big open areas and fast line flying. So I think we might see some mix-ups in which pilots are leading. Last week, Scout had a really good week, and it looks like he's out in front right now. Nope, Leviticus just jumps ahead of him. Cyrus in 3rd, Grasslands in 4th, Leafar in 5th, Radioactive in 6th, and Racer X in 7th. So Leviticus and Scout battling for the front right now on their 3rd lap here, coming up into the last ladder going down. The ladder it's like a 2 ladder down and then a switchback and then another 2 ladders down. So very cool. And Leviticus takes 1st place, Scout in 2nd, Cyrus in 3rd, Grasslands is currently looking like he's going to take 4th, then Radioactive and Leafair are right next to each other, battling it out for 5th. Let's see. Yes, Grasslands 4th, Leafair 5th, Radioactive 6th, and Racer X going to finish up in 7th.
As they round that one out, I do got to ask, so I'm always curious. I know you've corrected me a couple times on gratuitous violence and Decepticons, as I called them Decepticons earlier, but is it Leafar or Leafair?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Leafar, Leafair, are you here? He's from Colombia, right?
Let us know how we say your name.
Is he the pilot from
Colombia?
We
don't want to botch that up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I said, what did I say?
My name is Jeff.
Last week? Furious or something? Cyrus, I got it this time. He changed his Discord name.
I changed my Discord name in all caps. If you don't pronounce it correctly this time, I don't know.
So it looks like on the leaderboard, Leviticus did have the top time. He did a 56.1, and what did he put down right here? A 103. So yes, I thought that this week that we might be a little further away from optimal times on the heats, just because you got to run really perfect to get your top time here.
Oh yeah,
man, you got to run sidelines.
I tried so hard to beat Svezzy, and I finally got it.
Good luck, pilots. Here's heat number 2.
Good luck, pilots. Definitely.
All right,
tighten up those lines.
So, are we on board? We're on board Racer X?
No.
I'm on the screen here now. That's what I'm watching. So, he's looking good. He's out in the 1st place right now, leading the pack. And then, he taps the top of the ladder, but goes back through. Didn't lose too much time there. Drops him to 4th throw. That's how it shows you how much of just a little bobble can mess you up on this track. So, Leviticus out of the 1st lap. Cyrus in 2nd, Racer X back into 3rd, Grasslands jumps up ahead of him on the ladder into 3rd, and we got Scout in 4th.
Grasslands.
Well, everyone's switching all around right now in the middle. But Leviticus has a couple gate lead out in front. Racer X battling. He's been switching around the whole race, but he's currently in second. See if he can chase down Leviticus, who is 6 or 7 gaps ahead of him. Leviticus must have had a bump because Racer X out in front now, coming into the end of the last lap. Can Racer X get his first win of the season? He's going down the last ladder, looking solid, coming into the cube. Nice spin around the cube,
Right behind
looking
him.
like, and Racer X gets a win.
There you go, man.
Let's go.
Congrats.
You
There
know,
was
he
also-
told me we were flying last weekend, and he said, you know, I'm going to go home and I'm going to really grind, and I'm going to get points for my team this week. And look at that.
There you
Lays
go.
down the first place. I love
I
it.
said we might see something out of Orange Stuff's team this week. So, and we got Scout in third, Radioactive in fourth, Grasslands in fifth, Cyrus in sixth, and Leaf Fair or Leafar in seventh that time.
I don't know if you guys
So-
noticed or not, but there was a nice little battle. Grasslands made it. I don't know where he started at, but he made it all the way up to like second or third, and then
He was
on
in
that
the
last
second
lap.
spot for a very while.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then
Racer X was all over the whole time. He was started
Yeah.
in first. He dropped all the way down to sixth at one point. Got back
Quick
up there.
update on points, real quick, pilots, just so you know where you're at, and we'll launch for heat number 3. Decepticons. We're going to go in order right now. Decepticons in first with 18. Second place, Gratuitous Violets with 14. Third place, Wild Wild Whoop with 10. Fourth place, currently No Cap All Gas with 7. Fifth place, fifth place, Ankle Grinders with 6. Sixth place, Rabdalorians with 5. And Beep Boop Whoop rounding it out with 2 points. Good luck, pilots. Heat number 3. Any objections? Here we go.
Ended.
So, we watched Racer X that time, and I think everyone spins the last ladder, spinning down
Left.
to the left. But
Yeah, looks
this
like
middle
most
ladder,
Go
people have been
different
thinking
ways.
it both ways. Yeah, I first started spinning it the way you go in, so the whole thing is my name is Jeff left turn track. But
Hey, I've flown one of those before.
oh yeah,
but then as I was like pushing to go faster, I found spinning the opposite direction on that part was a little better for me.
I'm glad that you brought that up because I noticed the same thing. I was switching back between pilots and a lot of lefts, especially towards the beginning. But there's a little switch in pace where people start to go left and right on these ladders. Pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. Right now we got Racer X out in front again. Oh, him and Leviticus switching back and forth. Let's jump on board Leviticus if I can. Yep.
Ooh, that's a nice
He's
ladder by
just
Leviticus.
ahead. Going to gate 3. He's got a little bit of a tap, but he holds it together. Still in first place, just ahead of Racer X. Sees him and
Crash
takes
right at
first
the end.
place.
Nice.
Racer X
Sweet.
with a crash. Still
Nice.
comes in second. Radioactive in third.
Good job,
Battles is
Radioactive.
made back
Good
up in
job.
fourth after a couple crashes there. Leaf Fair. I'm gonna go with Leaf Fair for now.
Say leave far.
You're gonna say Leaf Far?
I mean, it doesn't have FAIR, right?
That's true.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean,
But
that just
maybe-
sounds more American to me. I don't know.
Fair enough. It's the white boy way to say it. He'd be like, he's gonna be like,
I think he's.
Oh,
I think that he's that pilot's from Colombia, I believe.
he's gonna be
With
like,
the
no,
meeting,
it's
totally
never
something that we're not
horrible.
thinking about right now.
right. Alrighty,
Leaf-
so that
leaf
concludes
hard.
heat number 3. I'm gonna get ready to launch you guys for heat number 4. Any objections? Good luck, pilots. Here we go.
All right, so Leviticus, first or second every heat so far. 2 first, 1 second. Racer X also up there too. Scout up in the top, but it's had some bobbles. The acro flying, definitely, I don't think, well, of course, Levi would argue different, not as fast on this track for standard humans.
Not the typical human.
Oh, but Leviticus with a little bit of a bobble for the first time has to track back.
Ooh.
Still in third place though. He'll probably be able to,
Racer X though, smooth out front.
as he does. Yes, he's
Killing
back
it,
up in a
man.
second. But Racer X, yes,
Oh,
large lead already onto the lap. Oh, he must have a little bobble
Bobble, yep.
right up there. Now they are dead neck and neck onto lap 3. Oh no, must have had another bobble because Leviticus well out ahead now. And Cyrus in second, Racer X in third, Grasslands in fourth, Leaf Fair in fifth, Scouts in sixth, and Radioactive in seventh. Leafair finishes it off with the win. Scout coming around looking like it's going to take second. He does. Grasslands and Scout battling it out for that third place. Grasslands finishes
Oh,
up.
nice.
Scout in fourth.
Let's go, Grasslands. Get
Leafair
you some
in
blood.
fifth. Radioactive in sixth. And Racer X all the way down to set. That's the first time anyone has had a win and a loss in the same set of heats. I'm tracking because of fantasy, and I know, and no one had done that yet. So Racer X all over the board.
All over the
Here's
board,
your
man. Hey,
update on points right quick, guys. We have Decepticons in first with 38. Second place currently Gratuitous Violets with 22. Third place is Wild Wild Whoop with 18. Fourth place is No Cap All Gas with 16. Fifth place is a two-way tie between Raptorlorns and Angle Grinders with 12. And we have Beep Boop Boop rounding it out in the seventh place position. This is your fifth and final heat, tier 4. You guys are going to be up in about 1 to 2 minutes. Any objections, pilots, on your fifth and final heat? Good luck, pilots. Here we go.
So Decepticons looking strong in this first tier 5 set. They have made the relay every race, the last 2 races, that is, and Gratuitous Violets in second, but not by much. They have also made the relay every single race so far, and won each one. So be interesting to see how it works out in the later heats. Here right now, we got a battle of Decepticons and Gratuitous Violets. Scout just barely ahead of Leviticus. Leviticus, with a tighter ladder, takes the lead. Going up into the last part. Oh, Scout right back. It's a battle. Going into the third lap. They're right on top of each other. Here we go. Leviticus can see Scout just in front of him every now and then. It looks like Leviticus has the tighter ladders, and then Scouts catch up on the straightaway parts. But now Leviticus, they're still right on top of each other, going right into the end. The final cue, Leviticus just ahead, and he does finish in first. Scout,
nice race, Scout.
What was that?
He
time?
actually looked like he missed the gate at the very end, which sprung open. Yeah. That's what. Had to go back. That's what it looked like over here.
Yeah, there was a slight bobble there from Scout, which allowed Leviticus to pass by there at the end of the lap and couldn't reel him back in.
It's a tight track too, so one little mistake like that,
So remember, pilots, if your team possibly makes it to top 3, we'll continue to fly. So for those of you that just flew, thank you for joining us. You may be racing again later on, so keep practicing. I'm looking for our tier 4